So in this visualization, we're going to take the image from Teresa of Avila of the interior castle. And we're going to imagine that our hearts are a castle, and that in the innermost room in this castle is the king's room. This is where Jesus, the bridegroom, resides, where he rests. And he sings to you, and he calls to you to come and spend time with him in his rooms, apart from the rest of the world, from all your worries and concerns, to come and rest with him, to drink deeply of the wine of his love. And so take a moment, close your eyes, and imagine what your interior castle looks like. Maybe it's a medieval fortress. Maybe it's a fairy tale princess castle. Whatever feels right to you. Saint Teresa of Avila tells us that outside of our interior castle, there are monsters, beasts that try to keep us from entering. So we can think of that as all those blocks and obstacles, our wounds, the lies we've been told, our sin, temptations, all those feelings of not being worthy, not being lovable. Those are the monsters that try to keep you out. But we know how much Jesus wants us to come in, and that he will help us. He will be our knight in shining armor, and he brings an army with him, an army of ministering angels, of saints, Mother Mary. And they will help us just walk over those monsters and enter our castle. So once you're in your castle, first imagine some sort of wall, gate, moat, something that you and Jesus erect to keep those monsters out now. And so that you know that it's just you and Jesus here, that you're safe, it's quiet, it's peaceful. All the fears and worries are outside. You imagine the castle must have been like in the medieval times. No electricity. It might have been dark in there, right? Lots of passageways and corridors, maybe even some secret tunnels and secret passageways, lots of doors. And if you think about your heart, just like we read in the Catechism, only the Spirit of God can fathom the depths of the human heart. Even we ourselves don't really know what's in our hearts. And so sometimes the longest and scariest journey can be the one into our own hearts. And so as you walk down these halls, these passageways, looking for the king's room, you might come across things that you were hoping not to see, that you'd rather not see. You might open some doors and find, ooh, there's a lot of mess in there, a lot of cobwebs and dust. But as you're envision your helpers with you. Who's with you to help you clear the path, to heal those wounds you come upon that make you want to stop and not keep going to find the king. As you keep walking and you keep hearing his voice alluring you deeper and deeper into the castle, ask him for some light, for him to help you. Tell him of your desire above all other desires, to find him, to be one with him, to sit in the quiet with him. And then imagine that suddenly those torches on the hallways, the corridors of a castle you see in the movies, imagine that all of a sudden, by the power of God, there is light and they're aflame. And he lights just the passageway you need it to find him. When you get to the door of the king's rooms, what is it like? What does it feel like? Is the door already open, waiting for you to enter? Or is it closed? How is this door different than all those other doorways that you passed? Maybe it's golden or pure white. Maybe it's decorated with flowers. Or maybe you can smell the sweet and smoky smell of the bridegroom permeating from under the door, and you know you found him. How do you enter? You knock and wait for him to open? Or can you not contain your desire and happiness of finding him any longer and just run through the doorway? See the love and the kindness in his eyes. Can you hear him say, I've been waiting for you, my love. Welcome home. Come and rest a while with me. Take a moment to just soak in his love, in his presence. Let him restore your soul, calm your mind. And just by loving you, you can feel your heart healing. When it's time to leave, he gently embraces you. And then putting his hand gently on your cheek, he lifts your eyes to gaze into his. He says, I will always be here waiting for you. Come back soon. The more often you come to see me, the more quickly and easily you will find your way around the castle. Take one thing with you from Jesus. What do you most need from him today? Is it peace of mind? Is it rest and restoration? Is it healing? A word that you've been longing to hear him speak to you? He desires to give you what you need and what you desire. So ask for what you need. Imagine yourself cupping your hands and letting him lay whatever it is you ask for in your hands. Even if it's a word or a feeling, imagine that it has shape and color. And imagine it's in your hands now. And take it and place it in your heart. And walk out of the castle hugging what Jesus has given you, his gift to you today. Hugging it close to your heart. Thank you. We thank you for abiding within our hearts always. You are so faithful and so true. You keep all of your promises. Help us, Lord. Help us to desire you the way that you desire us. Help us to keep our interior castles pure and holy, to return again and again to spend time with you here. Thank you, and we praise you for your love, your incomprehensible, everlasting, infinite love, a gift beyond our wildest imaginations and comprehension. You truly are our King, our Shepherd, and our Bridegroom. Help us to come to know and love you more and more.
For more resources and our consecration to Christ the Bridegroom, visit hopesgarden.com, the sanctuary where the spousal love of Christ the Bridegroom heals hearts, marriages, and families. You may also want to join our community powered by Mighty Networks. Download the Mighty Networks app and find us at Hope's Garden.